Pacific Northwest in the city of Seattle. Welcome inside Lumen Field, where all the 12s make it at home for the Seahawks. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. On the visiting sideline, it's Kyle Shanahan, who's gotten the Niners to the Super Bowl twice during his tenure, each time knocked off by Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. On the other sideline, Mike McDonald in his second season now. Mike Tirico with Greg Olsen. We're ready to start year 2 together in the booth. Off we go from Lumen Field. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Seahawks come out, and they are led by a new quarterback, Sam Darnold. From USC, he's bounced around for his first 7 seasons. This is 5th different franchise as he starts year 8 in the NFL. And Greg, it's year 1 with the Seahawks.
Well, isn't there just something different about week 1 of the NFL season? I mean, after months of anticipation, debate, speculation, it all gets settled on the field. New coaches, new teams, rookies playing their first time. Man, it's just an exciting time of year, and I'm pumped to be calling it alongside him.
And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. That one on target to cut. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 6.
Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. Slant, Smith and Jigsaw has it. First catch for him on this new season. And it results in a 1st down.
And the Seahawks, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
The run up the middle, it's Walker. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. From the 42-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9.
At the 42-yard line.
Keep it on the ground. Keep it with Walker. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
No gain on the play. Brings up
throwing on 3rd down is Darnold. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. So it's 4th down. The Seahawks send out the Aussie Michael Dixon to punt, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And this is going to work out for them. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. The 49ers offense set to get to work for the first time. They're led out by the man from Auburn, getting the start here, their rookie quarterback.
Well, here it is. This is the moment, Mike, that he has been working towards ever since hearing his name called on draft night. He's put in the work. He's gotten the reps with the first team. He's had some ups and downs through training camp in the preseason. But it's clear, this organization has all the confidence in the world for this young quarterback to go out as the week 1 starter. And frankly, the hope is he's the franchise quarterback for years to come. This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
They run once more with McCaffrey. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
Back to throw. Taking off, he'll try to get there. A gain there of 24 yards. 1st down, 49.
First down, San Francisco.
They'll throw out of the gun. He'll find his tight end, Kittle on the right side. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a 1st down. now, faking the give. And he's going to have to eat this one. And down he goes. Byron Murphy. He's into the sack column early in the season. A sack on this opening drive. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. They'll look to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9. And 3rd down coming up.
A gain of 10 yards. And it's 3rd down.
He'll drop to throw. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. And it sets up 4th down. Eddie Pinheiro going to come on to try a field goal now. This one from 52 yards away. Pinheiro's kick is good. And the 49ers will take a 3-0 lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Now return coming from the 7. Now an opening past the 30. They're going to be set up with a short field. What a tremendous kick return.
Boy, what a return right there. I mean, just a complete breakdown by this kickoff team. He's able to get loose up that right sideline, and fortunately, they're able to get him down eventually, but not until he sets his offense up with excellent starting field position.
The Seahawks offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. They'll start with a golden opportunity here to move out in front. Great field position to start out. It's 1st and 10. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 7.
At the 49ers' 32-yard line.
On play action, here's Darnold. He's got the Alabama product, Robbie Oots. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
And that's good for a Seahawks.
Straight ahead, it's Walker. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Here's a 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Kenneth Walker out of the backfield. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there. And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
This is going to be taken in at the 3. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Niners offense ready to see what they can do on their 2nd possession. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with 1st down. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
The tackle made by Julian Ward. A gain of 19 yards.
They'll go back to McCaffrey on 1st down. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And he'll get about 7. Still short of that 1st down. And they'll try to convert it on 3rd down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. Trying to get away, but he will not. He's out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. And now it's 4th down. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. So that one going to land out of bounds, and the official's going to mark it right at the 20-yard line. So here are the Seahawks, and a good season last year, 10-7. They lose the tiebreak for the division title to the Rams, fall one game short of the Packers for that number 7 seed. But this is an organization that feels like its next era, its next chapter is starting to be written.
Yeah, I think so too, and I think a lot of the question now is, can they win this gamble of trading Geno Smith? And Geno Smith brought them a lot of stability post-Russell Wilson. He was a guy they loved in the locker room, big arm, big throw, really good personality. They send him to Las Vegas to reunite with Pete Carroll, and now they sign Sam Darnold. So the question is, are they getting the Minnesota Vikings Sam Darnold? Because if they do, it's a home run. So I think those are a lot of the questions that swirl. They're talented, they're young, on both sides of the ball. If the Sam Darnold signing hits, this is a team that can compete in that division.
Now a pitch to Walker, and he'll wind his way to about the 38-yard line. Linebacker Fred Warner brings him down.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up
Third and short yardage, and here's Darnold. And that is incomplete. Here's Michael Dixon now, and he'll be looking for something better after that poor first punt. And he overhit that just a bit. Lands beyond the goal line, and that is a touchback. The Niners offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. He'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. 16 yards on the game, and a quick first down.
gain of 16 yards. First down, San Francisco.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. From the 43, here's 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, they'll give it to McCaffrey. Inside the 25. An electrifying run, bringing it all the way inside the 15-yard line.
A gain of 45 yards.
Again, it's McCaffrey. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain. So, first quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. All even on the scoreboard. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment. It's the 49ers with the football to start quarter number 2. They're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. And how about that? His first career catch also becomes his first career NFL touchdown. Extra point by Pinheiro is good. And the 49ers take a 10-3 lead. Out now is the punter, Morstead. Following the touchdown, he sends this away. Corey Horton now to return it. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Seahawks offense ready to get back at it. Greg, you take a peek back and look at the NFC West in totality. You just are reminded of how quick things change. I don't think anybody in the country thought the 49ers would be the last place team in this division last year. It shows you, one, how changeable it is, but also the quality of teams in this division.
Absolutely. And I mean, they were the Super Bowl favorite, at least out of the NFC a year ago, and then to find themselves 6 and 11 at the bottom looking up, it's pretty remarkable. But to your point, like, it just shows health, a little bit of good fortune. The other teams in your division, if they're a little weaker, your path is stronger. There's so many elements. The way the NFL schedule is set up, it's all tied. If you're good, they're trying to bring you back down towards the middle. If you're bad, they're trying to bring you up towards the middle. It's a league of parity. It's a league of ups and downs. And the teams that can break through that and sustain success, you got to give them a lot of credit.
And what I love about this division, Greg, is the different philosophical challenges that defenses see. We know Kyle Shanahan does with the Niners. The Rams and Sean McVay always at the top end of the game. And then the unpredictability of Kyler Murray plus the physicality of Seattle has played with. You've got to have a lot of clubs in your bag to play defense in the NFC West.
Oh, absolutely. And just think even a couple of years ago, it was even harder. And those teams were all competing for Super Bowls year in and year out. So it's a really good division. You have to be able to play really top-tier defense, to your point, because all 6 of those games, when you play all 3 of those division rivals, it feels different, it looks different, and if you're not good, they're going to score 30 on you. So it's a big challenge. It's not a division for the weak of heart, and it's going to be fun to follow along and see who comes out on top.
He'll locate Cup. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 14-yard line.
To throw is Darnold. Get this complete. It's Cup again. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal for his team. Here's Walker to the 5-yard line. Second and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now Darnold. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him.
Really nice job here by the defense, taking advantage of this condensed field. Anytime you're down here in the red zone, the field is wider than it is deep. It's actually very challenging for...
That's in the end zone and intercepted.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Like, that ball was thrown. Me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. On the counter, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw. The throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete. 3rd and 10.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. The 49 for the punt, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. Here's Horton. And it's a good return here, able to take it across the 50. Set up the offense with a short field. Well, Seahawks offense, and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing, Darnold. That's taken in by Horton. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
That's good for a Seahawks.
Darnold now to throw. Get this complete to Horton. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
4 yards. That's another Seahawks.
Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. That one swung out wide to Walker. He'll be out of bounds. Decent pickup of 5 on first down.
It's a pickup of 6.
Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. Darnold to the air once more. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Nick Bosa working his way in to register his first sack of the new season.
And we've seen this time and time again. When this guy is in a groove like he is here, I mean, he's impossible to block. I mean, the offensive line, they've got to come up with a better plan to slow him down. or he's going to completely wreck this game.
They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down.
A 37-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Seahawks cut the lead to 4. It's 10-6.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half, putting up some big numbers already. And remember, we haven't even reached halftime yet. And a good piece of running there. He'll get about 9 yards past the 35-yard line.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 36-yard line.
They run straight ahead with McCaffrey. And he's going to fight forward. Didn't get a whole lot, but it's going to be enough to move the chains.
2 yards on the play. First down, 49ers.
He'll look to throw here on first down. That's over the middle to Kittle. Second and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Up the middle, here's McCaffrey. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
No gain on the play. And it's third down.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll look underneath here for McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. Final 2 minutes of this first half. We're going to check in quickly with Scott Hansen. Find out what's coming up at the break. Scott.
All right, Mike. Yes, with 4 games going on here in the late window, we've got plenty of action from the early window to get you caught up on this opening Sunday. We'll have it all for you. Scores and highlights coming up in 2 minutes' time.
From number 16, a gain of 13 yards. And the 49ers.
McCaffrey now on first and 10. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
First down, 49ers.
The red zone now. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to be taken down back at the 20-yard line. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Throwing now from the gun. Quick throw here is complete. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Trying to keep the drive alive. Going to have to convert on third and 9. He'll drop to throw. That is caught by the tight end. George Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. Pinheiro on for the extra point. He's got it. And the 49ers are able to extend the lead. It's now 17-6. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Safe kick taken at the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Seahawks offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. And he'll be out of bounds as the first down completion nets about 3.
Out of bounds at the 29-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now second.
Here's Darnold. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
And the Seahawks.
Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. Looking jig the left side. He's got it. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's Darnold again. Up brings it in left side. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
That's good for a Seahawks first down.
To throw again is Darnold. And he finds Hunt along the out route. 2nd down and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Darnold to throw again. Throw on the run is complete. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. And both teams ready to play on, so we'll do the same. We get set for quarter number 3. This will be returned from the 6. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. A look there at Kyle Shanahan, his 49ers heading back onto the field. You know, Greg, early on, it's always new faces in different places. Off-season movement, what caught your eye?
I think there's so many good ones, right? You talk about Stephon Diggs. He ends up in New England, and Cooper Kupp now. He's moving on to Seattle from the Rams, but I think it's the guy the Rams signed to replace him, Davante Adams. I know he's not the youngest anymore, but watching him play in New York with Aaron Rodgers last year with the Jets, he can still run, he can still make every catch, he can still go up and compete at the high point. I think you put Davante Adams with Matthew Stafford, Puka Nacua, in that offense run by Sean McVay. I think that's a sneaky, maybe not a sneaky because he's a really household name, but I think that's a great signing.
And always interesting from the offseason, the quarterback movement and unique ties. Some of the biggest names were or now are Seattle Seahawks.
Yeah, now the guy that is going to line up behind center for Seattle, Mike, is Sam Darnold. And, of course, we all saw that incredible season he had last year in Minnesota with Kevin O'Connell and Justin Jefferson and that really dynamic Vikings offense. So now he goes to Seattle, and he's going to have an inspiring Cooper Kupp. He was let go from the Rams. If he's healthy, he's a big weapon. Jackson Smith and Jigba. He has some pieces in that puzzle that he can push the ball downfield to. So I'm excited to see Sam. That's what everyone thought he was going to be coming out of college when he was a high draft pick of the New York Jets.
First down away to the 26-yard line. And here's 3rd down. Oh, that swung out wide and intercepted. And the Seahawks are in great shape here as they take over at their 46.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
They'll go play action with Darnold. Dump this off to Charbonnet, complete. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Off the play fake, it's Darnold. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. That is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
So after being unable to pick up the first down on 3rd down, now they have a decision to make. And, Mike, I think we're seeing this play out all across the league. When you cross midfield, you really enter 4-down territory. I think this is a great opportunity to take advantage of the field position, maintain possession, and see if you can get a fresh set of downs.
Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. You know, Greg, as we get the season going, obviously the adjustment to last year's new kickoff rules in place. We talked to a lot of coaches during the year. Folks didn't seem too bothered about letting the other team have the ball at the 30-yard line after a touchback. But the 35-yard line, I don't know, does that feel any different to you?
You know, it does, and I think the part that people don't talk about enough, Mike, is the impact that it's making on going for it on fourth down, not settling for field goals. Because remember, in the old days, if you got stopped inside the 5 or you scored inside the 5, it was all the difference of if I kicked a touchback, they got the ball at the 20. There wasn't that much of a spread, but now all of a sudden, is it in my best interest to settle for a field goal and kick off when I could give you the ball at the 35? Or even if I fail down there tight in the red zone on the 3, you now possess the ball inside your own 5-yard line. So I think that's an element now that's causing offenses to go for more touchdowns, kick less field goals, because the ensuing kickoff is giving my opponent the ball in much more favorable territory.
You know, the other rule that is adjusted are overtimes in the regular season will mirror playoff overtime. Each team getting the ball. I am so happy, Greg, because I just felt so incomplete when a team got to overtime, but then their offense, which may be the best part of the team, never got on the field.
Yeah, and I couldn't agree more. And you hear everyone saying, oh, well, just get a stop. Well, it's that legendary game between Mahomes and Josh Allen where neither team stopped it. It was just an offensive touchdown festival. So you won a coin toss and you get the ball. Well, the other team's defense hadn't gotten to stop the whole game. If Josh Allen got the ball first, he probably would have scored on a walk-off. So I love the idea of both teams getting the ball. If the game is good enough to go to overtime, let's finish it. We don't need to be in a rush. There's no curfew. Let's let the guys finish it on the field. A lot more similar to how the great
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Here's a design run.
And a nice job there defensively on 3rd down, not overcommitting to their pass rush. Having a plan for this quarterback as a designed runner, we're able to stop him short of the 1st down.
The Seahawks sending out their punt team, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. That one hit inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone. They'll bring it back out to the 20-yard line. The 49ers offense ready to come back out for this next possession. You know, Greg, you start to think about, okay, who are the teams that didn't make the playoffs last year that have a chance this year? If it happens every year, we just have to identify who they are. Who are a couple top of mind for you as we start 2025 here?
You know, as I start in the AFC, I think the Cincinnati Bengals, and you got to think the way their season ended last year, they rattled off 5 wins straight, really on the back of Joe Burrow. We could have made the argument if they're a playoff team that Joe Burrow was the best player in the league. I mean, he was incredible. Most weeks, Mike, he single-handedly carried that offense. Now, new defensive coordinator in Al Golden coming from the college ranks. Can he just make that defense in Cincinnati happen? Because if they just play a little bit better with that high-profile offense, I think they're a team. They might not win the division with Baltimore, but they're going to be close and maybe at least get one of those wild card spots.
Why don't you flip it over? Who are the guys you're watching in the NFC?
You know, I think Dallas is going to find themselves, just the fact that I know the division is difficult. Obviously, Philadelphia remains really strong. Does Washington kind of regress a little bit back now in year 2? They were a high-profile, big splash team of last year. Do they regress to the median? Time will tell. But I think healthy Dallas, healthy Dak, healthy Micah Parsons, like that roster that we saw play last year is not the roster on paper that we expected to see. So I think Dallas has a chance. I think San Francisco always is going to be a team, again, dealt with their own injuries last year, McCaffrey and all the stuff on defense. So I think San Francisco and Dallas are 2 perennial teams we expect to be in the playoff hunt. We missed out last year. I wouldn't be shocked to see them back in it again this year.
On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. There's that man again. Another catch. The 49ers out to punt this one. And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit the field of play and continue out of bounds. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
It's a loss of a yard.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
33-yard line.
Darnold to throw. In trouble, and down he goes. Nick Bosa starting the season with a bang. His 2nd sack in the season opener.
Well, as they face this possible 3-and-out following that 2nd down sack, now if you're the quarterback, you've got to be thinking, get the ball out of my hand, find a matchup I like downfield, and try to push this ball past the sticks and keep this drive alive.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. The slot man in motion right. On 3rd and long, here's Darnold. To the middle, it's cut. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
And he couldn't get that one to check up. It'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's the San Francisco offense, ready to take possession of the ball once more. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with 1st down. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Taking off. Taking advantage of the room to run, a gain of 19 on the scramble. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. A run here with McCaffrey. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's a give to McCaffrey. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He's going to take a shot down the field. And this is going to be incomplete. And it's great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
And no return forthcoming. It's a tough sack, and we'll come out to the 20-yard line. The Seahawks offense ready to get back to work. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with 1st down. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. From the 21, here's 2nd down and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Darnold. Throw right side, hauled in by Cup. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up third and
Darnold to the air once more. He'll try to run for it. And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a first down.
And that's good for a Seahawks. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Throwing, Darnold. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Jair Brown up from his safety spot. He gets there and records the sack.
Been a largely forgettable performance from this offense up until this point, Mike. I mean, these sacks, they just continue to stop so many of their drives throughout the entire game. And then you look up at the scoreboard, and it pretty much reflects that here in the fourth quarter.
To throw is Darnold. The second down throw is incomplete. Third and long.
Third down and 20.
Darnold now to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down.
It's fourth down.
Now Darnold, and he's going to be hit and taken down. They got him with a big-time rush that leads to a turnover on down.
So as an offensive coordinator, you have to have answers for what the defense throws at you. And in this case, your quarterback is sitting back there. He has nowhere to go with the ball on fourth down. He ends up taking the sack, and now your drive is over.
The Niners offense ready to see what they can do. And they have done all you could ask for. Closing in on a road victory to start the campaign as they try to finish things off here in quarter number 4.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. It's third and 4.
No gain on the play. And it brings up
Now they'll set up to throw. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
It's a gain of 35.
A big-time play for the Niners. 35 yards. They can still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11. Now, a handoff to McCaffrey. And he will get into the end zone. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, San Francisco. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Now, Pinheiro to add on the extra point. He knocks it through, and the 49ers will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Out now is the punter, Morstead. Following the touchdown, he sends this away. On the return, here comes Horton. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. Well, Greg, this is going to take a lot of self-reflection here. You build up so much for the season opener. To struggle like this has got to be a tough feeling.
Yeah, we've never spoken to a team before their Week 1 matchup where they didn't tell us this is the best training camp they've ever had, it's the best roster they've ever had. I mean, how many times have we heard that? So, in this case, though, Mike, I think you have to be careful that you don't overcorrect. Of course, this did not go according to plan. This is not what they've been building to through their entire offseason schedule, but it's still also just one game. So, Don't throw everything in the garbage and start all over. Don't throw out all the hard work from the previous offseason. Stay the course, fix what went wrong, improve, and move on to week 2.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and he'll work forward for about 4. It's second down.
To the 49-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. Forced out wide. He'll run again.
These are the plays that just drive the defensive coordinator crazy, Mike. You do everything right, but you don't account for the quarterback scrambling. He's able to get out of the pocket and gain enough for a first down.
The 39-yard line.
Now this looks like a design run, and he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
A lot of times the success of a draw depends on the defensive ends, Mike, rushing the passer. In this case, a great job by the defensive end. He initially reads pass, but then he determines that it's going to be a draw. He quickly adjusts, and he's able to tackle the running back for a loss.
Here's Darnold. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. Here's first and 10.
A gain of 19 yards.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Brings up second and 4.
He'll drop the throw. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Gain of 6. That's another Seahawks. First and 10 at the
To throw again is Darnold. Now he'll run it. And he'll take this one in. Sam Darnold. Touchdown Seahawks. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
So down 2 scores, they're going to roll the dice here with an onside kick.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
The 49ers offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. From the 38 now, here's second and 5. They run once more with McCaffrey. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before third down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive. So I really like the decision, Mike. This is a rookie quarterback making more veteran decisions, and I think in his growth process this early on in his career, those are really good signs, because how often do we see these rookies still think they're back in college, they're the best player on the field, and they can make every throw, even if it's not there. You're not going to get away with that consistently in the NFL. Throw it away. Really nice job here by the young quarterback.
On the return, here comes Horton. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense ready to get back at it. They'll start out first down and 10. throw here to begin the drive. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
At the 20-yard line.
On play action, here's Darnold. That one swung out wide to Walker. And he's got about 5 on this one before he's out of bounds. And they're set up a little bit better for third down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. In the middle, Smith and Jigba with the grab. The offense is staying right there. They're going for it. Fourth and a couple.
It's fourth down.
Darnold to throw again. That's going to be caught. And they're going to get the first down. They were forced to go for it, and it's going to work out for them.
That's good for a Seattle Seahawks.
Here's Darnold again. He'll get this complete to Walker. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Darnold to throw. And this complete to Horton. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. A big play in the game now. Third down and 1. They'll drop to throw. He'll try and get there on the ground. 2 timeouts still left, but scoring quickly here, a must. It's first and 10. Smith and Jigba left side, he's got it. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
A gain of 15 yards.
On first and 10, here's Darnold. Huff brings it in left side. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. That's dropped off for Walker. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
A gain of 9 yards. And that's good for a Seahawks.
Darnold to the air once more. This one caught at the floor. And he'll take it on in. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Seattle. For Sam Darnold, career touchdown pass 99. He's 1 away from 100, but that's number 1 as a Seahawk.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back. And it's not going to be easy.
A 1-score game late, and you figure they got to have this one as they'll try an onside kick.
That's a big risk in this situation here, Mike. They're hoping to catch them by surprise, but now when you fail, the other team is able to not only have a short field, they got a chance to extend their lead.
Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. 2nd and 11. So, a win here for our visitors, the 49ers. They move to 1-0 as they earn this victory in the division, no less, here in Week 1. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.